With a few minutes to kill, I recently Googled the term bad bosses. Want to guess how many results that little two-word search yielded? 2,140,000 and change. Searching a bit further, I discovered even more valuable information. For example, I found bad bosses on TV, bad boss stories, and why bad bosses are bad for your health. I also learned there are 6 bad boss types, 8 things bad bosses say, and 10 signs indicating you might have a bad boss. Now, I don't know about you, but I've had bad bosses, and it didn't take me 10 signs to figure those out. This is Phillip Van Hooser, and today is a good day to talk about bad bosses. First, let's get one thing straight. Most all of us have bosses and will for the rest of our career. I've owned my own business for almost 30 years, yet during that time I've had many bosses, hundreds in fact. Every time I'm hired to give a speech or lead a training program or write a book, I get a new boss. Now thankfully the vast majority of them are wonderful people to work with, knowledgeable, well-prepared, respectful of others. They're good communicators, capable decision makers, and patient teachers. But what about those double B's, the bad bosses? On a lark, I once asked an audience to share words describing former good bosses, and their words, frankly, were good. Trustworthy, caring, dedicated, consistent. But when then I invited them to share words describing bad bosses they've known, oh my gosh, I wasn't ready for it. Actual words I recorded that day included spoiled, scatterbrained, two-faced, clueless, wormy, and after that it got downright disgusting. I'm seriously tempted to share all those examples that I've got, but I can't. They're just too profane. If I did, I'd be afraid somebody in my life would find out that I'd said such words. So why are bad bosses bad? Well, obviously there's no one right answer. They could have been one huge glaring problem, or there could have been a dozen smaller issues that cumulatively add up to create a bad boss. Though impossible to say definitively what makes a boss go bad, there are 2 common criteria that certainly play a part. Number 1 criteria, ignorance. Ignorance is lacking information, knowledge, and or understanding. Boss ignorance is even worse. Boss ignorance says there is no effort or intention to correct the problem. Even bad bosses can get better when they strive to gather information, expand their knowledge, and broaden their understanding. When employees see their bad boss striving to improve, more often than not, they recognize the performance bar is being raised and their own efforts shift into a higher gear. The second bad criteria is selfishness. Sadly, bad bosses are some of the most selfish people I've ever met. Their primary concern for the man or woman they see in the mirror, not for the employees who look to them for direction and guidance. One of the earliest lessons I learned as a young boss myself was taught by one of the best bosses I've ever known. He once explained to me that the good boss is the one who intentionally takes a little more than his share of the blame, but a little less than his share of the credit. Conversely, he explained, the bad boss is the one who intentionally takes a little less than his share of the blame and infinitely more than his share of the credit. You know, it was a really simple lesson for me that's had a lasting impact. So, there you have it. A few of my thoughts regarding bad bosses. But of course, this isn't about me. It's all about you, and therefore it's not what I think. It's about what you think about a good boss or a bad boss. What do you think others are thinking about you? And do you care enough to do something about it?